Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is pretty basic. Should be checklist 2 years out. Now, I'm doing this video again inside because damn, it's 100 degrees outside and it's not good for this new cold that I have and all these trees and pollen and all kind of nonsense that I'm trying to shake off, y'all. All right, so let's get down to it. Now, I made a checklist in my mind of what I did. I think it's important. There's other folks online here talking about 1 year out, 6 months out. Not in my book. It don't work that way. I'm living proof of this because I've done it. Okay? And I probably overdone it. So anyway, here's the deal. Number one, I think, and you know, you could probably move a few of these around in different ways, but I put them in the sequence that I thought was important. Review your retirement and your assets and your expenses, right? When I say review your assets and expenses, review them, all right? Understand the difference between, your assets and expenses. Assets are what? Your investments, your home, those sorts of things. Your expenses is what you spend on those things. For instance, if you still have a mortgage, if you still have a car payment, what's your monthly food budget? Electricity, gas, trash, etc., etc. Put all the things down, your Netflix stuff, your incidentals, all those things that might not be important to you. Think through it. This is why I say 2 years out. Get it out ahead of time. Think through all those things, write them down, and see how you all do on them, okay? Number two, and this is a long version of something simple, all right? How to prepare for retirement. This is all part of how to prepare for it, but it's more of analyzing your income streams, right? I'm talking about real income streams now, y'all. Depending on when you retire, right? Now, if you're in your 50s, right? You might have a lot of investments, your Roth, your 401ks. Now, there's penalties, right? So there's ways to waive those if you're fully retired, so to speak, depending on your administrator and so forth. But in general, if you're 55 and you want to retire, you could. I know you can with the federal government from your administrator. If you're not from your federal government, you're drawing down from your investments some form or fashion. And I did another video on the sequence of how to withdraw those funds from different types of investments and cash and all that stuff. So, but in general, right? If you're taking from your taxable income first, and then your tax deferred, and then your Roth last, that may work. Or you can do a sequence of all three proportional. That's what I recommend. Number two, the latter, right? Depending on where you're at in life and how old you are and so forth. Again, common sense is not common, because this is really not common sense here. And I say that with all jest. It's not simple. It sounds simple. Again, the contribution phase is much easier than the distribution phase. And that's where we're at now, in a sense. We're getting close to that. We're prepping up for it, right? And now you're getting next to it. And now you're trying to bite down and see how it works. So 2 years out, this is why it's important. Understand and analyze your income streams. What are you going to have coming in? What do you project coming in? Okay? Then you're going to project taxes on that money coming in. Because remember, to me, it doesn't matter anything about gross, except for a few items, right? If you're going to ready to buy a house or you're getting ready to do taxes. But what I care about every month, and this is what I went on, again, it's just me. You do what you got to do. I'm trying to help you in the sense of get real, and it's a straight talk, so, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Only thing you should give a damn about is what's coming in your checking account or your savings account, the money you need to live on it every damn month, okay? That's net. What's coming in. Everything else is just fluff. You got to realize that when you're out 2 years, because now your checklist is coming into play, right? Stress test your budget. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you live on it. You do your budget 2 years out, and you live on your retirement budget 2 years out. Why? That's a stress test. If it's not real, you'll know it. If it's not realistic, you'll know it. that's the time to start. Don't wait, I'm going to retire tomorrow and, well, okay, I'm going to start this budget. Don't have any damn clue what the hell's going on, right? The budget starts with a stress test. And if you're used to budgeting anyway, like I've always mentioned, I'm talking, in your 30s, 20s, 40s, 50s, it don't matter, it don't stop. It's a budget. But now you're on your retirement budget. You got to stress test that sucker. And by the way, do you have an emergency fund, right? For instance, right here, it's 105 today sometime. And if that AC goes out, that's 15 grand. I'm here to tell you, that ain't pretty. So what I did, I went to Walmart and I did a shorty on it real quick, a short video. I got a portable air conditioner. As corny as that sounds, that's going to go in my damn window in my bedroom. Because if they say it's going to take a week to get fixed because how stressed the folks are in the maintenance field right now, going around to these homes, changing out ACs, it won't be pretty. So at least I got a portable one to keep it somewhat decent, cool, while I'm sleeping, right? And I can hang out in there if I have to until they can come and fix it. Or I go check into a hotel. That's a little costly. So anyway, that's my plan in the sense of, in that case, get an emergency fund. Have it locked down. If you got everything else in order, but you don't have an emergency fund, those last 2 years, y'all better be thinking about that hard. And here's the obvious one. This is number 4. All right? Pay down your damn debt. If you got car loans, if you're helping kids for college, you might want to stop that, by the way, if you can. Especially if you're on a limited budget, right? Pay down your credit card debts if you have it. Get rid of them, cut them. If you can't control them, get rid of them. Dave Ramsey's got a pretty good show out there, and I listen to him sometimes. There's some things I don't agree on, and obviously that's the mortgage thing, because my mortgage is 2.35%, right? I could pay it off, but why would I? It's money that I can be using in other places. Anyway, that's a different subject. That's a different day. But pay down your damn high interest debt, credit cards. If you got a car loan, if possible, pay it off. Don't get me wrong. If you're close to paying off your mortgage, God bless you, do so. In the big scheme of things, if you're on a limited budget, when I say limited budget, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, that's limited to me. It might be high for you. I don't know. I'm just saying for me, that's not going to cut it. But for y'all, that seems to be a sweet spot, because this group here seems to be between 55 and 64. Looking at the analytics here of this YouTube channel, seems to be the basic core listeners right now. So if your house is paid off, good on you. Best if you can do it, because it's a sleep at night thing, right? How good can you sleep with it, right? I can sleep real damn good because my monthly stipend is a lot larger. That's just me. Again, plan for it. It's all in the plan and the budget. All right. Number 6. Let's say you're retiring at 60. Well, now you got to start strategizing, right? When to take Social Security. I did a brief video on Social Security. I really don't want to hash it out any longer. It's personal in the sense, depending on your age, your better half's age, how much income you have coming in. Do you need it? You don't need it. If you need it, goddamn, take it. You paid into it. If you don't need it and you don't think it's important to you, and you got a long life, longevity in your family, nothing to consider, right? I really don't. But that being said, it might be you. Are you better off using those funds yourself and reinvesting them somewhere else? Or do you need it to survive? That's the question. And only you can answer that. And if you can't answer it, maybe get a fee-based investment advisor or planner who can help you out with that. But in any case, a lot of the stuff that we're talking right now, you could probably do on your own. All that being said, if you don't want the stress, get one. Get it off your chest so you can sleep at night. But don't forget about it, because Social Security is going to be biting you pretty quick. Not in a hurry to take it. Don't take it. If you need it, take it. That's my simple answer to that. There's 150,000 different ways you can take Social Security. Obviously, I'm being facetious here, but it's just straight talking. It is what it is. All right. Number 5. If you're young enough, if you're 55, 60 to 64, you got to think about healthcare costs, right? Depending on where you worked at, what they provided for you. Can you get COBRA? Can you get the Health Care Act from the Obama plan? Those sorts of things, depending on your age and your income, right? That's a big deal now. Healthcare is ferocious, y'all. So think about it. Healthcare costs could be very expensive now. And even the co-payments on a supplementary type of thing, can be very, very expensive. So plan for that. It's important. Number 7. So here's kind of an odd one, but I think I thought about it myself. Some folks may consider longevity insurance. Well, what the hell is that, Mike? Well, it's actually kind of like an annuity, right? Let's just say you want to pay yourself $25,000 in the future. All right, you're going to need that, and you want to put up, $25K now. Let me give you probably a better example. That's probably a little bit odd. So, for instance, you may pay $25K up front for a guaranteed payment of about $12K at age 80. Some people like that reassurance later on in life. If they're going to be alone, they have no one with them, they're single in a sense, you want that guaranteed income, or you pay up more up front for an earlier withdrawal, say 70 years old. That's a possibility, okay? Things like that are important. So those 7 things for me are really, really important. There's other things in there too that you should think about, but those hit-on items, number 4 is the big one, because you're not going to succeed in retirement unless you pay down your high-cost debt, right? Your high-interest debt, okay? All right? Look at your assets and expenses, very important. Okay, now that means you got a budget, right? Analyze your income streams. What are you going to have coming in? Is it taxable? Is it non-taxable money? Is it Roths? How old will I be when I retire? All these things have a factor on when you can pull money out without getting a 10% penalty. Okay? Stress test your retirement by the budget you planned on. Live on that budget 2 years out for 2 years. If you can do it for 2 years, y'all, that means you're going to be fine. Okay? That's just my spitballing here. Well, y'all, I hope this helped you now. Hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Y'all take care. Y'all come back now, you hear? Don't lock a Straight Talk out.